Opportunities for some precipitation come tomorrow morning, like ahead of lunchtime, and then we head into your Thursday and we get back into the 60s. So we do have a nice warming trend that's going to return just in time for the official start to spring. As for this morning, y'all, it is cold. It is frigid outside. We have wake up temperatures almost 30 to 40 degrees colder here across East Tennessee in comparison to where we were at this time yesterday. The snow was so impressive yesterday afternoon, and we are looking at the potential for maybe a few more snow flurries trying to push their way into the higher elevations as we go throughout the first half of the day. So by the afternoon and evening hours, we should start to see some quieter conditions, but it is going to be a total wear the layers kind of day. There is the chance, again, a very small chance we could see a little bit of some precipitation as we head into the start of your Wednesday. Right now, I don't have much in the form of precip by the end of the week. It does look like maybe at some point I'll bring Heather and Brittany out here so you can see what it would look like. We have temperatures tomorrow back into the 50s, 60s arrive as we head into your Wednesday. This morning, it is so cold outside. That's kind of the big headline. We have wake up temperatures into the 20s, so below freezing, waking up almost 30 to 40 degrees cooler in comparison to where we were at just 24 hours ago. So bundle up. We're continuing to track the potential for a few more snow flurries. The atmosphere is so cold that it just likes to wring itself out in this situation. So the higher elevations may see some minor accumulation coming from this snowfall. I don't foresee much beyond that. We are going to continue to have a fairly quiet Wednesday. This model is not as excited as our other high resolution model about seeing the potential for some precipitation tomorrow, but I did end up adding a 20% chance going into your Wednesday. And then we get closer to the end of the week. I'm curious about this little system. Having a wonderful start to your Tuesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, as we're going to continue to see temperatures today topping off near 40 degrees, back to near 50 degrees tomorrow, and then into the 60s as we head into your Thursday. So we do have a little bit of a warming trend that is going to be on the way, which I think makes these brutally cold temperatures this morning not feel as bad. Sometimes when it's a little bit more short-lived, you're like, okay, we can handle it. At least mentally, that's what I'm telling myself. We have wake-up temperatures, again, below freezing, starting off roughly 30 to almost 40 degrees colder in comparison to where we were at this time yesterday. Wow. We are going to continue to wring out the atmosphere just a little bit. So a few more additional flurries possible even up into the early part of the afternoon into the higher elevations. I added a 20% chance for rain going into your day tomorrow just because our high resolution models are kind of a little bit more excited about the potential for some precipitation. And then by the end of the week, I may end up adding some rain chances as well as we head into your Thursday and into your Friday. I'll continue to monitor that and look for some model consistency. For right now, I don't foresee much additional precipitation within the next couple of days, and thankfully we've got a warming trend that's going to return into the weekend. We want to transition and get tomorrow near 50 back into the 60s as we get closer to the end of the week. We are tracking a really chilly start to the morning with wake up temperatures roughly 30 to almost 40 degrees colder in comparison to where we were at this time yesterday. A few more snow flurries trying to wring themselves out across northeast Tennessee, southwest Virginia, southeast Kentucky, and then we continue to head into the rest of your Wednesday. I added a 20% chance for precipitation tomorrow. I do expect that it is going to be relatively short-lived. I don't foresee much, but our other high resolution model is kind of picking up on some of that precipitation. And then I'm going to watch the end of the week as well, as this model in particular is showing the opportunity for maybe some more precipitation by the end of the week. Just a quick little system trying to slide through. Not much in the form of buddy. We're going to continue to see perhaps one of the coldest St. Patrick's Days that we've had in a while. We'll continue to talk details about these chilly temperatures and when we'll warm up in just a little bit in comparison to where we were at just 24 hours ago. So you do want to have those layers all set. Because it's so cold this morning, the atmosphere is trying to wring itself out. So we may have a few more additional flurries up across northeast Tennessee, southwest Virginia, southeast Kentucky. We're going to continue to highlight fairly quiet conditions heading throughout the rest of your Tuesday. Tomorrow, I've added a 20% chance for precipitation. as we do have a quick little system that might try and bring in maybe a few more showers, maybe even a few more snow flurries before lunchtime. And then I'm curious about this system by the end of the week. We'll see with model consistency as to whether or not this continues on throughout the end of the week. Not much in the form of precipitation over the next couple of days. Should be relatively dry. In fact, I really don't. 20s this morning, roughly 20 to 30 degrees colder in comparison to where we were at this time yesterday. A few flurries in place, just kind of ringing themselves out this morning, especially into the higher elevations. I don't foresee much additional accumulation, but it's not totally out of the question. For the rest of the day today, we'll see a partly to mostly cloudy sky, a few more scattered showers, maybe even some light snow trying to make its way into the region early tomorrow morning. We don't have much that's going to be in the forecast through the end of the week. I'm curious about this quick little clipper system that's trying to move through Thursday into Friday. I'll watch it, and if it does continue to pick up with not as brutal. And so we had to show a little experiment as to why I can't wear green.
Yeah, okay, are you ready?
Now
This
you
is
see
why.
it, and
Now you don't.
woo!
The little floating head.
This
So
is so
Rebecca,
fun.
you can't
So
be like
cool.
this all morning,
I know.
right?
So I mean, although I kind of blend in with the sky at this moment, isn't that
There you go, look.
wonderful?
There, now you really just see our head.
Little floating
I like
heads.
it.
We are having. I feel like when the students come to visit and they're
the best
so
part.
Well, this is why they
excited
say
about-
this is their
We're
favorite
never
part.
over here.